Okay, let's start. The differences between the characters in this game are purely visual. You get a different aiming reticle and a different player sprite. I think Scarlet and Duke are the nicest myself to play with, but you can play as anyone. The very first thing is green barrels give items. We want to start by killing 1 or 2 green barrels to get the R power up. After we've gotten the R power up, we can get missiles as items, because R power ups won't drop anymore since we already have it. The power up doesn't do anything when we're using auto fire, it gives rapid fire, but it does enable us to get missiles instead of R's, which is why we only destroy 1 barrel ideally first, grab the R from it and then destroy the rest to get more missiles. You see I'm sniping enemies in quite the distance with the shot. Anything that's visible on the screen you can kill. These cars parked at the side here don't give you a score, which is why I'm not killing them. Later there will be many vehicles that are not moving that will give score, but these ones are optional. We get the first planes here. You have to notice with moving planes, I'm actually shooting forward of the enemies because your shot has a travel time. You see these yellow bullets, the round ones that my character is firing. These have a travel time. These are a travel time and they don't actually arrive at the target instantly. They have a delay depending on how far you're shooting. If you're shooting far away, they take a little bit longer to travel. If you shoot closer, they travel near instantly. So you have to compensate, especially when you're firing at targets that are moving and far away, like planes. Shoot slightly ahead of where they are on the screen, instead of directly on them in order to connect the shot properly. Compensate for the delay in your shot's movement. The first part of stage 1 doesn't really have much. It's gonna kill guys. Here at the end I can use missiles to kill some of these cars at the end, and most of the guys they pop out. Then focus on killing the planes, which are 2 points each here, so they're more important to kill than the guys. That's a pretty bad stage 1 actually, but this is fine. We don't need much score on this very first stage. The big ones are really gonna come on every stage after this. On this boss, you can kill him in various ways, but I'll do the way I prefer myself, which is first just dodging this, and then instantly when the helicopter comes on screen from the top, I fire only at him. I don't fire at the car anymore. You see the helicopter isn't firing a flamethrower. It just dies instantly when you just focus it at the start. Since this pattern changes depending on how much you damage him, then we just go in front of this guy and he dies. Then we got Airfield. It starts with planes here, so you should aim your reticle up right at the start so you can catch these. There's gotta be planes. The last one spawns quite far on the left, then some on the right. Didn't catch them all, but got most of them. Good enough. A lot of this stage is gonna be chasing planes in order to try and get more points. Also, I should start using my missiles here, because I have quite a few saved over from the first stage that I should use here. These parked cars, the green ones on the left, killing them gives me 5 points each. You can see my score go up by 5 for each one of these I kill. That's why I'm using missiles on them, since they have lots of HP. And otherwise I might miss the kills on them, since they have a ton of HP to burn through. I'm also gonna use a missile on that car, just make the high HP enemies die faster, since I have missiles in stock. There's not really a use in stocking huge amounts of missiles in this game. If you want to be safe, you can leave 2 missiles in stock at pretty much every part in case you get into trouble and need to use them defensively, but in many places you can even fall down to 1 or 0 missiles without really being in much trouble. So I'm just gonna use all my missiles to kill more stuff and get more points, unless I'm literally going to run out of them entirely. There's gonna be more missiles dropping from enemies and objects in fixed places. The biggest source that's always gonna give missiles are green barrels like these I'm firing right now, but other things as well are fixed to give you missiles. They can be enemies, objects, or other things. This is unfortunately something you just have to memorize, since there's no consistency that certain types of things will always give you missiles. Green barrels are the only thing where it's always gonna give you stuff, but the rest are, some of them do give you stuff, some of them don't. It's just all pre-programmed into the game as drops for the enemies. I'm falling a bit behind on kills here. Wanna get these planes which are 3 points each. They're the most important target here. Huge amounts of points. Then I want to kill the hangars because this kills the cars that are inside them, which gives a lot of points for killing the cars. When you kill a building, you kill everything that's inside and directly in front of it, which in this case means the cars, and is a huge amount of points. Here I want to kill the parked planes on both sides. You'll see I'm moving here. They are 3 points each, even though they are just parked there. So if I kill all the planes on the sides, I will get a massive amount of points from this stage compared to not killing them. Then I'm just gonna blow missiles on those barrels since they are going to refill my missiles. Except I took damage, so I'm going to get an R power-up instead. You lose it when you take damage, which is the main downside of taking damage. You stop taking missiles, or getting missiles rather, for a while. Killing those red barrels here gets you full missiles, so it's just drop some missiles on this. Then want to leave this car alive and let him release his troops before killing him. Could do this ending a little bit cleaner, but this is still an alright airfield. Then we got to the second boss. This is the first boss that you can optionally milk. I'm going to go for the milk to show you how to do this safely. At the beginning, not enough of these guys firing, they are just sitting there. You can go and kill them all, you don't have to use a missile even though there's a lot of enemies, since they just don't fire at the start. But enemies past the first couple do fire at you, so you do want to kill these. These blue enemies that fire lasers are especially threatening if you let them live. These first missiles look scary, but they don't actually hit you. They even kill some enemies. They're just an introduction to the boss. They don't have hitboxes, for you at least. The missiles the boss actually fires are random. If you're scared of them, you can use the missile to cancel the bullets, and the missiles that he shoots out defensively. I'm just gonna be doing that for all of his missiles actually. I saw him use a missile, so I'm just gonna use my own missile to cancel his attack, since the missile moves randomly and can be threatening. Just got a missile. If you missile too much, you can kill this boss before the milk ends, but if you shoot the ground in front of you or something that doesn't hit the boss, he doesn't end up taking too much damage, so I can defend myself from every attack that this boss does without damaging him too much if I shoot my missiles in a way that won't damage him. Okay, let's counter his attack. He's taking quite a bit of damage, but he's still got plenty for me to finish this milk safely before he dies while I'm doing it. This big rush of enemies here is the last big batch of them. If you kill the boss together with these guys, it's fine. There's only 3 or 4 more enemies after this. This is the third to last, the second to last enemy, and this is the last enemy. So now I can just kill the boss. Since I get a lot of missiles on the next stage, I can just spam him with missiles to make this go faster. You can start the next stage even with 0 and get enough missiles to do it, so you can just use everything here. Please. Now he's dead. Just fire at his corpse if you like. Then we've got the elevator up stage. This stage gives you a ton of missiles, but you have to know which targets to kill in order to get more missiles. I'm gonna be going for all the missile pickups here to show you. You can kill the platforms in this stage that enemies are on. So just the platform here. When it explodes, all the 3 planes gives you 3 planes each, and they all drop a missile. This is extremely high value. You want to kill all platforms that have enemies on them, or objects generally, it pays off. Missiles will take care of them very quick. We kill those 2 platforms, they both give me missiles. And one of them gives me good points. That one doesn't give me points, but does give me missiles when I kill it, so I will destroy it. I will destroy this platform, it has 2 planes on it, and when the planes die they give me missiles. Then I can destroy these platforms. They give me more missiles, so I can keep spamming them. Shoot these. They give me missiles. Shoot all 3 of these. These don't give me missiles, but I just kill all the enemies on them. Then I shoot at the top of the screen before this platform shows up, so it dies from only my shot. If you start shooting at it late, you might want to use a missile on it to get extra damage. Then again, shoot at the top of the screen, hold up at the top to make the reticle go higher than normally by a bit, so you kill these guys before they even show up. Then you have to chase these planes around. If you're scared of the bullets that these guys fire, which can be pretty threatening, you can use missiles on these. Like that, you have to make sure that the enemy that you kill with a missile isn't killed by your shot before the missile hits him, so that you get the bullet cancel from the missile. If you kill an enemy that your missile is firing towards, the missile doesn't explode, and this is really bad. So let's if you shoot missiles at these guys, make sure that you do not shoot to death the enemy that you turned a missile. Or actually, whatever. What? I actually ran out of missiles. That should never happen, but I'm making some mistakes here due to talking so much. It's fine. We're all gonna make it. Again, I want to be shooting at the top of the screen when nothing is going on usually, in order to start shooting the next platform that spawns, but this is the end of the stage already. We are getting to the big battleship boss, where we're gonna have a milk of him, where I hopefully won't lose a life. We'll see. Being at 0 missiles center in the sky is fine, since you're gonna get more from this fight. Kill the planes if I can. I missed 2 of them by aiming bad, but this is fine. Even though I started this fight with 0 missiles and 1 life, I'm gonna get health pickups and missiles during this fight back, so it's fine. Gonna be a big deal. After killing that second flying guy from the left, I can go here. Kill that guy as soon as he spawns. These 2 laser enemies can be scary. Ideally I want to kill them before they fire at me. Then I want to kill the turrets on this guy. The turrets are 1 below his mouth and 2 on both of his wings, 1 below, 1 below. You can see I'm shooting at that turret here right now. Killed it, so from the explosion it died. Missiles kill them instantly, but you can also kill them with a couple of regular shots. The parts on the boss give a lot of score, and they also make this fight a lot safer by removing the bullets that the boss fires at you. They all come from the turret tins on the boss, so if you have killed them, it won't be able to fire bullets anymore. Right now I've already killed all the turrets on him, so he can't fire at me. So I can just focus on killing all the enemies. Boss is not a threat at this moment. I can fire more at him to kill some parts, but the boss is pretty much done right now. Then when he rams it, I want to shoot at the boss's nose. You can get score here by shooting at around the cockpit area, but it seems I didn't get lucky this time. There was some experimentation done by Jameson on this, and apparently sometimes you just get random points shooting at this guy while he's ramming the building, and sometimes you don't get. This time I didn't get any. Might have been at the wrong position as well, I'm not sure. But then this boss, you can see the bullets he fire that the plane fires are static. They fire directly forward of the boss, and the boss fires aimed in things that are aimed at you directly. So if I just stream the bullets the boss fires and don't go in front of the cannons on the boss, you're never gonna get hit. And even if you do get hit, you get a full health refill at the start of mission 2, which is good. Then the jungle stage. This is where the game starts getting a little bit more angry with these point-blank enemies. You want to kill enemies before they point-blank you. Newsflash. If you collide with enemies or objects in this game, you die instantly. And the hitboxes for collisions can be pretty questionable, so if there are enemies that are right in your face, you may want to even move away from them in order to avoid a collision if you can kill them before they come. I'm gonna use missiles on these cars, since they give me missiles when I kill them. Not all of them, but at least one of them does. A lot of enemies in this game do give missiles for you, but they're not marked in any way. The planes here, for example, each of them gives a missile, so if I kill them, I will have more to spam out on these enemies. And on these enemies. And then on these enemies, because all the planes gave me a missile. Those planes also give a missile, at least one of them does. And these barricades that I'm using missiles on, they give me missiles for killing the objects. The objects themselves don't give score, but they do give me missiles, so I want to kill them in order to be able to spam more of them. You can see if I'm killing the right stuff here, I'm gonna get a crap ton of missiles that are just gonna let me kill everything with missiles. It's okay to run to as low as 1 here, because these red crates on the left, they don't give you points, but as you see, they give you a fair few missiles, which is really nice. Then we have a lot of missiles here, so I can just kill everything. You don't have infinite missiles here, but you do have a crap ton. So you can basically use missiles here if you milk the red crates earlier to kill everything that would threaten you. Not literally everything, but most of the enemies, you can just pop missiles. The green bunkers have a lot of HP and are 5 points each, so killing them with missiles is very much worth it. Then below this tree trunk here, there's last couple of enemies. The last trees don't have any enemies on them. You can make them fall on top of yourself if you shoot them too close, but I'm just gonna kill the trees. Might as well get some deforestation going. You know, all the trees are cobraing them aside from these in the end of the stage. Then I want to start this boss by killing the car on the right. It just tries off the screen and doesn't let me kill him if I don't kill him right away. It's a couple of free points. Have to use a missile on him to get enough damage though. Then here, what I want to do is I want to damage this guy in the air before he's flashing, which means he's very low on HP. But after he's flashing, I want to kill the building first. So I'm gonna damage this guy. I'm gonna defend myself with a rocket from this missile attack. Then I'm gonna fire at him, and when he starts flashing, I'm gonna start attacking the building instead. I will get more points if I kill the building first and then finish off the flying guy. Avoid the missiles, then I kill the flying guy. I get a couple more points doing this. Then I'm going to do a milk on this boss face. If you are not comfortable milking this, I recommend you speed kill this guy by spamming missiles at his main body. He can be quite hard to milk, but I'm gonna show you the milk. So you wanna kill these planes as soon as they enter your damage range. Unless you're overwhelmed and aren't capable of killing everything, which can happen. So just right now I'm leaving some planes go to be safe. When he does this missile attack from the center, you should use a rocket in order to defend yourself. That's an example of getting a bit too overeager and being shot. You can actually shoot the planes while they are firing bullets at you without getting hit. Then he does the rocket attack, so I use a missile to cancel the bullets and defend myself. Also notice that the big explosive that the building aims at you, it's not aimed directly at the laser pointer. It swings slightly astray from that. The graphic is a bit misleading. You need to watch where the object is actually going, not rely on the reticle to show you where you need to go. So not like I'm doing right now. You can tell by the sound effect when that thing is firing as well, if you have trouble tracking everything that's going on the screen. I've died a few times, but since this fight gives you health refills, it's not a huge deal to take a damage or two. Again, use the missile to block this attack of missiles, except I use it too late. Missiles only cancel bullets when they explode, so you want to, if you want a quick cancel, shoot at the ground in front of you, so the missile explodes faster and cancels the attack. Again, shoot to cancel those missiles that he fired at me. Dodging them is just too much trouble. And you get a ton of missiles here. Seems like he's run out of planes, so I can just kill the boss now. I get a bunch of missiles at the start of the next section, so it doesn't matter if I use a couple. Took a bit of damage there, but we can refill my health later. Not a huge deal to be at 1 HP here, just need to not lose the life. Okay, we want to start this stage by shooting these guys. They don't attack you, so you can just shoot them. But the next guys do attack you, and you should use two rockets here to kill them all. One rocket at the ground in front of you, and then a second rocket, just kill them all. Then shoot in the center of the screen. This will kill all these enemies and pick up the missiles that they spawn. Now you're back at full missiles. Then these enemies drop missiles when you kill them and give a lot of points, which is why I'm just using missiles here. They also give you health, which is very good in case you lost any on the boss. Then here I want to use a missile on those laser guys, which are, or those green guys rather, because they can troll you. Ideally I would use a couple of fewer missiles than this, but I'd rather use extra missiles here than accidentally take a hit. Then this section is gonna end with 3 of these guys, just shoot it in the center and they both die. Now we got the underground base stage. Cabin base, what is it called? Whatever. Anyway, it starts with guys in green all over. I'm gonna use one rocket on them right at the start. Right there. Then I'm gonna shoot the guys on the other side. Then I'm gonna rocket the car in the center. Kill the guys on both sides and in the center. Then I can shoot these cars until they explode. Then I want to rocket those guys. Then you can kill these stalactites on the ceiling to make them explode many of the cars. You see, these rocks that I just dropped down killed many of the cars without me having to deal damage to them. You get a lot of points for that and save missiles. Kill the rocks in the ceiling, it kills the cars way faster than actually killing them manually. I'm a little low on HP, but it's fine. You can also kill grenades in the game by shooting them, which I did right there. Helps to defend yourself from them. Good, I got HP. I'm just using missiles very freely here, since I'm gonna get more. As long as I don't fall below 2 missiles at any point on this stage, I'm probably gonna be fine, so I have no problem using as many as I feel like. Anytime I threaten or I find to kill more stuff. Usually I kill more of these pillars in order to get better visibility. See the enemies that are hiding behind of them. But you can just go through this any way you like. And you also want to shoot enemies when they spawn ideally, when they become visible in the distance. You can shoot them at any distance where they are visible, you just have to aim more precisely. It's important that you don't kill this platform in front of you too early, because he will crash down on top of you and you will take a collision death, so I want to wait for him to go a bit further away, then destroy the building on the right, which triggers an explosion that kills the platform. Just more missiles to kill some of the stuff that would otherwise run away. Then here, in this upcoming section, I just want to use a crap ton of missiles. Not even try to kill the enemies manually. There's just a lot of stuff here. And you're gonna get more missiles. What the fuck? That's a bit of an unintentional hit. But this is fine. We can credit feed if I end up game overing, which I actually did on most of my runs. Credit feeding I think is a very good way to practice this game. There's no rank or anything. Credit feeding a run will get you the same experience as it would normally. I'm just gonna use a ton of rockets here. You can also, in the earlier part, kill more rocks on the CN to kill some of the cars automatically. The planes give you rockets here at the end to refill you for Destro. Ideally you would want 9 rockets entering the next boss, but we can do it with 4. It's gonna be fine. Killing all the guys here can be a bit tight, but we got them. Then we got the hard boss, Destro, who is he's an asshole. The strat you want to go for here, in my opinion, is timing him out, which is not killing the submarine. Do not shoot this guy, okay? After a certain time he will pop out automatically, but we want that to happen. We don't want him to come out before it's time. I want to focus on killing all the guys that he spawns to help him before he does that, which I feel is both easier to do, scores more, and is more safe. This beginning with the frogmen, I think, is the most dangerous part of this fight. They can ram you, and they can also snipe you from the sides, which are both really bad things. You see that jump there to the front of the screen. If you're in the way of him like that, you die. So I usually use some missiles here at the start to make this safer. Thankfully the frogmen only spawn at the very start, and after you kill the initial wave of them, they never come back. So once you've gotten past the frogmen, I think the rest is gonna be more safe. And a lot of the enemies here spawn missiles when you kill them, so it's very important to kill everything you can, both for score and to get more missiles. And you can also get health pickups here. Very good. This guy follows you. If you are on the left of him here, you direct him to the far left, except he followed me to the right because I moved away from that too early. That's not too good. Kill the planes. I wanna grab this R power up. Wanna kill the cars. Gonna missile this car since it might ram me. Wanna kill as many of these planes as I can for the big points. Kill these planes if I can. Kill the boats. Some of the boats drive past you. Some of them try to ram you, like this one. If they ram you and you can't shoot them, try using a missile. Even a last minute missile will kill them if they're ramming you. Just do not die to being rammed by boats, okay? You can always get the missile in point blank if you react to them in time. And I don't want to be in front of Destro since he can fire those torpedoes from the bottom, missiles from the top, and beams from the center. And they all, of course, kill you really bad. Didn't have to dodge that boat system, was going to the other side of the screen. And I want to conserve my missiles here, so I have ideally 9 for the end phase of this boss, where he pops out from his boat. And again, I'm avoiding damaging the boat specifically because I don't want him to enter the final phase too early. Don't worry if he's burning, that doesn't mean he's gonna pop out. I actually don't know what the cues for the boat being damaged are, but even if he has a hole in him and he's on fire, that doesn't mean he's gonna pop out. You're safe. It's a sturdy boat, made of sturdy stuff. It's not gonna sink just because it's on fire. I mean, it's in water or sand. That's gonna squelch the fire, I'm sure. Cobra firefighting tactics. Kill up some of the planes if I can, get the points. Wait for him to fire the missiles. Kill the planes if I can. Now he came out, so I want to start by using missiles on him. Ideally you want to block the dangerous attacks, which is the spread bullet pattern, that one, with the missiles. He alternates that pattern, and this one where he fires straight bullets. And we got him pretty nicely there. I took hits in the end, but as long as you survive, it's very good, since you get a health refill for free at the start of the next stage, which is the final battle. Having 9 missiles when he pops out makes that much easier, so you can get some quick damage on him. Then this stage starts with these turrets. You don't need to kill them, but there's nothing else at the start. They don't give points, so I can just kill 4. Then we're gonna get these elevators. If you kill the elevator, enemies stop spawning from it. Just gonna kill 2 turrets. Then there's gonna be another elevator in the center, which we're gonna spawn point blank. Then after killing that, we're gonna move over to killing some planes. The planes fire missiles if they get close enough, which you can kill. I'm falling a bit behind on the destruction right now, so there's a few more enemies than there should be. But killing the planes are here. Planes here is important, so they don't fire nasty missiles at you. Being at 0 missiles here is okay. I need to dodge these things, so I'll fire at the missiles so they don't kill me. But these planes that spawn right now, they give a missile each when I kill them. It's very important that I kill all of these planes. The purple planes at the top. Use missiles on the ground enemies, ideally. This is a really bad stage 3 so far. I've been missing kills on the purple planes, which are the most important enemy to kill. But there's gonna be more of them in just a moment. I just need to hold out until I get more of them, then I can get more missiles. Kill some of the planes here so they don't start blocking my path. Well, they did it anyway, but this is fine. I can kill the missiles before they kill me. And now I can kill these purple guys. They're gonna give me missiles, and the missiles from the purple guys are gonna carry me to the rest of the stage. They give 1 missile each. It's very important that I kill the purple guys, okay? Purple guy's dead. Get missiles, 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 missiles. I would want to have more here, but this has been a really misplayed stage 3. But killing the purple guys is #1 priority. Shoot on the ground, kill the purple guys. 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 I've been behind in this stage all the time, so this is way rougher than it should be. But you want to be spamming missiles on the ground at the end, in between killing waves of the purple planes to get their missiles. I'm gonna do 1 more credit after this, since this one was a bit rough. I want a better one. And yeah, even game over, so I had the credit feed. I did only clear this game once after all. I'm not so good at the survival here. You can start this boss by firing missiles on him to kill the orbs around him, who are really threatening if they fire the electric attack. Stand still before he fires that, then move to hopefully dodge that attack. I'm not quite sure how it aims, but it's aimed at you, and if you stop moving right before he fires it, then dodge with a big movement. It feels like you dodge him. Then when he's in the shield, I want to try killing some of these orbs, so they don't start firing this really threatening laser at you. Then I think I was a bit wrong positioned there to dodge the fireball. This is a bad final boss. You should watch someone else for how to do this. I think Chum had a really good final boss fight on his stream. I don't really have a read on this guy. Especially not on the second phase. Want to keep shooting at him for damage. And I'm pretty sure his movements are static. He's always gonna do the same stuff generally. So he's gonna fire the gun right now. Then he's gonna drop some more of these canisters. Then he's gonna fire the gun. Then he's gonna fire the gun again. I don't actually remember the full attack sequence myself, so this is gonna be rough. That was a scary one. That's a really threatening point where he fires the canisters and then instantly follows up with the gun attack. Unfortunately, I'm not super good at this fight, so there's gonna be some deaths here. You can see he's gonna fire the gun attack by when he raises his gun. Unfortunately, the canisters don't have as much of a queue for you to follow. I'll do one more credit. Hopefully a better one. I'll play a Scarlet this time, which is the other character I like. So right at the start, we want to kill exactly one green barrel. I play as player 2, so I kill one on the right, but... or 2. 2 is fine too. Once we grab the air power-up, they start giving missiles. If you don't have the air power-up, they give you air power-ups instead, which is not good. It just gives you rapid fire, which we don't need since we're using auto fire. Killing those guys on the... or cars on the side of the road there at the start is optional. They don't give points, if I remember correctly. Can kill this pipe to kill those enemies at the top. Then you can snipe these air enemies while they are still in the distance if you just shoot more precisely. Here the cars do give you points, I think. The cars at the very beginning of the stage don't, but these do, so kill these. Don't kill the first 2 cars, but kill the rest. Even the parked ones. I hope that's right. Then kill the planes. I just use rockets here to kill more stuff and get a couple of more points from the early stage. Killing these cars and the guys that spawn from them. Then kill the planes. You see the shot in this game has a delay before it hits. It has to travel through the air, through the distance before it hits an enemy. That's why the aiming can feel a little finicky. When you're shooting moving targets, especially planes, you need to overshoot your aim by just a bit to compensate for the enemies moving while you're shooting at them. Let those guys release the enemies, then kill them. Then I want to kill this building here. It kills the 2 cars inside it instantly when you destroy it. Then we can get missiles here and just throw a missile on these guys. You don't have to do this, but it just makes this easier. You can kill the grenade by shooting at it. Then we've got the cars at the end of the stage. I like using missiles on these to kill up a couple more of them, but it might not help. There's not much use for stage 1 missiles anyway, so might as well use them, is my opinion on it. This is still a pretty rough score in stage 1. But this is fine. Again, I'm going to do the strat on this stage 1 boss, where I kill the helicopter first. At the start, the helicopter is not on screen, so I fire the tank, but as soon as I can fire the helicopter, I'm going to keep firing it non-stop. The helicopter comes on screen right now, and I'm firing it instantly. And you see it transitions to a different attack phase. And it dies without ever firing anything. Pick up the missiles, then I just fire at this guy. If I'm in front of him, his bullets will never hit me. I can just chill. Collect this missile. Then I want to line up my reticle to the sky, around the center between the ground and the top of the screen. So I catch these planes at the start. First it's gonna spawn some planes on the left. Then after the far left one, it's gonna spawn a wave on the right. Then more planes. I'm gonna use a missile on one of the canister stacks since I need to kill so much stuff. I don't have time to shoot anything. Shoot everything rather. I want to use a lot of missiles on this stage to kill ground enemies faster, while focusing the air enemies with my shot. That's I think the big thing in this stage. Fire missiles at the ground enemies, so you can get more time in order to focus the air enemies with your shot, since air enemies are very inefficient to kill with missiles, but ground enemies are very efficient to kill with missiles. Kill the ground stuff with heavy missiles that kill a lot of stuff, and focus on shooting the air enemies. That's my suggestion here for score. So if there's big HP cars, big stacks of guys, that missile misfired somewhere totally random. I don't even need to missile these guys, but I will anyway, so I have more space here to shoot the planes. Now there's a bit of dead air, so I can shoot these guys. This plane here is very big to kill. It gives 10 points when you kill it. And you only need to kill the rear part to kill the whole plane. Killing the nose is actually optional on that guy. I didn't kill these guys properly, holy shit. This could be dangerous. Use a safety bomb there since the enemies leave longer. than they normally would if I was playing a bit sharper. We get a lot of missiles here, so I can just use all my bombs. Use bombs on the ground, shoot the planes. Use a bomb on the car, shoot the planes. Then there's another car, use a bomb on the car, shoot the planes. Use a bomb on the ground enemies, shoot the planes. Use a bomb on the ground enemies, shoot the planes. Use a bomb on the ground enemies, shoot the planes. That bomb went in some totally random direction. Kill the parked planes, which are 3 points each, same as flying planes, even though they look very non-threatening. Kill the hangars to kill the cars inside of them, which is a huge score gain. Then very important, you want to kill these parked planes on the sides. They are 3 points each and are extremely easy to kill, and also worth huge amounts. Again, I want to shoot at the ground enemies with missiles, kill these guys on the right, kill the planes, kill the 2 planes, then go back to shooting these grounded planes. I killed most of them there, which was a huge score gain. This is the biggest thing you can do on this airfield stage. Killing all the parked planes if you can, and using a lot of missiles on the ground stuff so you get space to do it. Then we're gonna kill more planes. Again, overshooting my shot slightly in front of the planes, so I hit them properly. Then here at the end, there's nothing to use stuff on, so I can just spam missiles. Then I want to let these guys spawn guys and kill the spawn guys if I can, but I don't know how to make both of these guys spawn their full stuff before I kill them. Then just kill the cars for 5 points each. That's a pretty solid airfield, but still could use a bit of improvement. Then again, this boss milk. What we want to do is we want to kill all the enemies and use rockets defensively anytime the boss fires missiles at me, but without killing the boss. So I want to fire the rockets in places that won't damage the boss or won't hit anything when I'm defending myself. We'll be seeing that when the boss starts using his rocket attacks. Just chasing the enemies, killing them as they come. You can also use rockets on the regular enemies. You get a tons in this fight, so you're never gonna run out, and you get a lot on the next stage, so you don't have to conserve any. Those first missiles are just for show, they don't hit you. I'm just gonna kill the enemies with this. Just gonna shoot the enemies. Might as well use a missile there to block the rocket from the boss. If I see him fire a rocket, I'm just gonna use a missile for safety. Missile for safety to cancel the rockets, since the rocket cancels all enemy bullets and missiles when it explodes. Just defensive rocket into the air to cancel those. Again, cancel with a defensive rocket. That damaged the boss, that's not good. We might not want to rocket too much in case he decides to die from the damage. Didn't rocket block that, but didn't have to. You can also tell by the shadow of the missiles where they are headed. Their visual is a bit misleading, but the shadow is always accurate on where their position is. Here is the final wave of enemies. If the boss dies here, it's not the biggest deal, but he lives anyway. There's like 4 enemies left now. These are the last 2 enemies. There's 2 flying guys after the big rush. So now I can just kill the boss. I get missiles at the start of the next stage, so it doesn't matter how many I use. I can just shoot at his body. Give him a bit of an overkill. Then it's very important that you farm lots of missiles on this elevator stage. You're gonna get a ton of them, so just use them all. You can kill the platforms on this stage like this one. You don't need to kill that one, but I'm just gonna kill it for good measure because I can. You can also kill those guys in the background with a missile. I forgot to do that last run. Those ones in the far background. While also killing the front guys. Ideally I would actually kill them. Maybe next time. But they don't fire at you or anything. Then you want to kill the planes and the containers. Just missile them to get more missiles. You get more than you use. Everything at the start gives you missiles, so just use them. Keep using them. Anything that has destructible things on it at the start, you can just missile. And you still have more missiles left over than you know what to do with. Then shoot at the top of the screen. Hold up at the top to make the reticle go above the top to kill these guys before they spawn. Then finish these 4 guys. Then again, hold up. So can you shoot this guy above the top of the screen before it becomes visible. And it just dies. Then the plane section. I failed this in the last run, but maybe I will do it properly this time. This platform doesn't have any enemies on it, so you shouldn't shoot it. Focus the missile guys, or rather bullet guys, bullet planes. What are these? Their planes, they have what points, so we should kill them. And the bullets they fire around aim at you, so if you make streaming movements while you're shooting them, they won't hit you even if they get to fire. Then I can shoot this platform twice with rockets, just to kill it. Can be a bit late on kills there, but if you are, just use a rocket. That will solve the problem. Can also use platforms on this, rockets on this platform to kill it. Wait, the platform didn't die from all my rockets, holy shit. That shouldn't be happening, but getting hit there isn't the end of the world. We are gonna get health pickups on the boss in safe places, so this is fine. The important thing is just to kill everything, try to shoot all the planes, use missiles if you have to, and just missile spam all the platforms that have enemies. And shoot at them above the top of the screen before they come fully into vision. Want to start by killing these green guys just by shooting at the static spot. Then shooting the planes. The last of these planes fires bullets if you don't kill it, so I want to be quick to kill him. Bullet plane cars, I like that. Makes sense. After 2 of these flying guys from the right and 1 of these green guys, we go here. Point blank this spawning enemy. Then kill the green guys in the background that fire lasers. Now I want to start killing the parts on this boss. Especially the turrets. Because they fire those really large bullets that are kind of difficult to see. Now I killed all the 4 turrets on this boss. Or 5 turrets, so he can't fire bullets at me anymore. Now I only have to kill the remaining parts on his next time through. Targeting all his parts the first time around. The 5 turrets, 1 on his nose and 2 on both of his wings at the edge, all above and below. Those are the targets you want to kill on this boss first, in order to make him safer and get the points for killing the parts. Then just kill all the guys. Killing the green guys is very important, even though they don't give score. They can be really scary. Don't be afraid to use missiles here if you have to either. You don't really need them for anything after this directly, so using them is fine. Then the boss is just gonna self-destruct here at the end, no matter what you do. Just kill the remaining enemies, and then fire at him on the nose at the end here. If you're lucky, he gives you points. If you're not, he doesn't give you points, and I didn't get points this time. That's not very lucky. And I can explain this boss. He's got these 2 cannons in front that spin. They fire straight at in front of them. If you just aren't in front of them, you won't get hit. The boss fires the same bullets, but if you just stream with tapping motions like this, for example, he won't hit you. Apparently he can also fire ahead of you sometimes, but you know, this is aimed at me. I can tap and he'll move around me. Yeah, losing the lottery on the nose points doesn't feel good, but that is life. Then we got the jungle stage. The game gets much more aggressive about point blanking you with way weird enemy spawns here. So you want to watch out for white guys at the front of the screen. If these guys collide with you, you die, so you do not want that to happen. I want to rocket all the all the barricades here at the start, the sandbags. They give points when I kill them. Or rather give rockets when I kill them, so if I rocket them, I get more rockets. So it pays itself back and makes this easier. Kill the planes here. Use rockets on the 2 cars that pass by. Because if I don't use rockets, they'll drive off without dying, which will lose me 3 points each. Then there's a bunch of guys hiding on the trees. You can see them if you squint. I can't really see them, but if you look closely, you can see in advance which trees are gonna drop people from them. Gonna drop a missile to kill this wave. Kill 2 planes, then drop missiles to kill this wave. Kill more planes, drop another missile. You get missiles like candy here, so I'm just gonna use them all. These guys also give missiles, so I can use them all. Then I'm gonna get a rush of missiles right after this section, so I can just use all of my missiles. I just need to have 2 in stock for the end of this section to do it insufficiently. So I can still use 2 more missiles before this section ends and be totally fine. I could have used even more. Now I want to missile those crates, which give me, as you can see, an extreme charge of missiles that just cast me off again. Except I didn't grab all of them, but almost all of them. And this is gonna give me enough missiles for the rest of the stage. I can just, anytime I feel threatened, I can just use a missile. Nothing's gonna hit me. Aside from if I literally forget to fire, But there's enough missiles I can just shoot everything. The green bunkers are especially important. They're 5 points each, so I just prop missiles on them. And you don't need any missiles for this boss. He's gonna give you more than you need. I guess you do want one missile for the start here in order to get points, but if you don't go in for the points, you don't even need this. You use a missile right at the start on this car before it drives off the screen to get points from it. Then everything here gives missiles, so you just damage this guy to flashing while avoiding his aimed flamethrower. And when I'm not shooting him, I'm shooting the building. Then when he does the missile attack, I'm just gonna missile to block it. Then I'm gonna damage him to flashing. Now he's flashing, so I'm gonna switch the targets to the base. Kill the base. I'm just gonna block the missile attack with a rocket, since I can. Then kill this guy while the base is spawning. You have plenty of time to finish this guy off. And it gets more points to kill the building first, then the flying guy. Yeah, 5 world points is a huge amount in this game, man. It's a fuck ton. You don't have to milk this guy. If you're not gonna milk him, just use a lot of rockets on his main body. And kill him quickly to avoid the danger, but I wanna milk him. I need the points. You wanna kill these planes ideally as soon as they become undamageable. And ideally not miss 50 kills on them like I'm doing right now. It's a bit tricky if you're trying to kill these planes aggressively, but you can play it safer than this. I'm moving around a lot just to chase the planes around and get more points. Generally, either edge of the screen is very safe when that explosive attack comes in. It's never gonna fire at the place where it hits the very edge. Or if it is, it needs to aim to the far side, which it very rarely does. More planes, kill the plane here. Again, since your shot has a delay on it when it fires, you wanna be slightly shooting ahead or above these planes in order to kill them efficiently. It's all about how you aim. Overshooting to compensate for the bullet travel. And the distance between you and the enemy, which here on these planes is pretty long usually. That's what makes planes so difficult to hit in these games. They can be pretty far away when you're trying to hit them, which makes the bullets quite delayed. Dodge those bullets. This milk is actually going really well. Killing a lot of shit. Then this milk is very close to ending, so I'm just gonna use missiles on the boss. I think he spawned all his guys, so I can just kill him now. And I get more missiles at the start of the next stage, so there's no reason not to spend them. Only need, I think, 3 or 2 at the start of this next phase, so can just use them all. These guys at the beginning don't fire, so you don't have to missile them, even though they're pretty scary. They look scary, but they just sit there. Then 2 missiles here. 1 missile to kill these. 1 missile to kill the second wave. Then fire in the center here, at the intersection of these 2 enemy waves, to kill them all, and get the missiles they spawn. Then try to kill as many of these planes as you can, since they give you tons of points, and tons of missiles. Then I want to use missiles here in order to cancel bullets and kill some of the flying enemies. The flying enemies can fire at you, which is really scary. Then I want to use a rocket here for those green guys because I'm scared of them. You don't have to though, if you can handle them. Then just fire in the intersection again, kill these. And then we got the cabin base opening. The far side cars here that are parked don't give you score, only the center cars do. So we don't want to actually kill the cars here at the very beginning. Just kill the yellow guys. Then shoot these guys, shoot the guys in between those. Shoot the guys on the sides. Then these cars start driving away from you and you can kill them at this point. Then drop the rockets. Or rather drop the ceiling rocks on some of these cars. You can see barely how the ceiling rocks are dropping on these. And the cars just all die instantly from the collision and give you full points. Shooting the ceiling here is the easiest way to kill the cars and get the points. I'm gonna have plenty of missiles here, so I'm just gonna pop them like candy. See how I just got a shit ton of missiles, so even though I'm constantly using them, I'm gonna get more Already capped off again, even after I used all those. Don't hold back here. Just pop the missiles. Almost got hit by that bullet. But I'm gonna get more missiles from these guys too. This stage can be really awesome with how many missiles it lets you have. I can even missile these blocks of rocks. Because I just have too many missiles that I don't know what to do with. Just keep getting more for everyone I spend. Do want a couple for this upcoming section though, but this is more than enough still. Snipe those guys in the background. Then kill the building here. Except I failed to kill the building, but we can kill it later. I don't want to kill this platform here too early. Because if I kill it too early, it falls on top of me and kills me, so wait for it to go. Then just kill it. I'm gonna use rockets on these guys because otherwise I don't kill all of them. And that would be a shame to lose the 3 points. Then here, I'm just gonna use rockets like candy again. Because as you can see, this section will shit out rockets if you kill guys well. More rockets. Some more rockets here too. Doesn't matter how many I used before, I can just get full stock again. You do want to start conserving some rockets here right at the end, when you see the wall in the background. That wall is where the boss comes, so you do want to be at full for him ideally, though you can do him with less as well. Here you can shoot rocks in the ceiling to kill some of the cars instantly, which helps a lot. Kill the planes, just use rockets. I've actually used a couple too many rockets, but this is fine. I have enough. This isn't gonna be a problem. Would ideally want a couple more, but this is enough. Just have to use a couple less on this boss. I think it's always better to use rockets and possibly run out than use too little. Way too often on streams, I see people just not firing rockets ever. And it loses you points and make the games harder. Use them, man. And here, I don't want to shoot a submarine, I want to time him out, since you don't get any points from killing him early. And it makes the fight harder, I think, and scores less. Just milk these guys. Kill these flying guys. Then focus on killing the frogmen. Especially the ones that are close. The frogmen are fucking assholes and can ram you. And snipe you with those bullets, which are probably the worst part about them. I usually use a couple of rockets on the frogmen just to make them safer. You can also shoot them when they're sticking out their head, but it's a difficult shot to make. And they can go underwater before you get the opportunity to shoot them, which is nasty. You can also hack corners to avoid the frogmen mostly. They don't jump into the corners, and if you're in the corner you can kill the ones that are at the side you're on. Those went fine. Then we're gonna start getting planes. Killing planes is very important. Right after he submerges and comes back again, we're gonna have planes. I wanna hug left here to redirect him to the left. Then come out of here when the planes spawn. Kill the planes. Ideally more than one. Then kill more planes. Kill planes. Oh, I thought he would submerge. I was not tracking the pattern properly. Kill more planes. Oh, I lost track of which way was I on. That's not an intentional hit. Should have been on the other side. Kill planes if you can. Planes are worth tons of points. Kill the planes. Kill the car. The water explosions can really block your vision here. Also, I'm playing really bad. It's okay, we have credits, so I can credit feed this if I fail. I want to redirect them to the right if I can. Kill the planes. Oh! I thought that a plane would crash into the boss. They can do that if they're trying to ram you from the side, crash into the boss, but sometimes they don't do that like they did there. So I should have used the rocket to defend myself. Or moved out of the way. This is some pretty raw play. But I'm not very good at this boss. I actually only got through him without losing a life once in my runs. And that was the run I cleared on. I'm really not doing him well right now though. Kill some more planes. Direct him to the left if I can. Wait for him to fire, move across. Now he's gone to the left since we redirected him there. He follows you kind of with this movement. Then we get to kill more planes once they spawn. Divert him to the left if I can. More planes. Now he popped out, so I want to start using missiles on his main body. I want to ideally missile the attack where he fires spread bullets. But right now he's about to die, so I'm just gonna use my rockets. Got past him just barely. This is a pretty good score, but I'm probably not gonna clear. We'll see. Usually I need an extra life for the final boss to make it past him. Then hopefully I do the final battle. Hopefully I do the final battle better this time. At the start there's nothing, so you just kill some of the turrets. Since there's nothing else to do, might as well. Kill them. I kill 4. Then there's gonna be these houses on the left and right. Kill the house and the guys stop spawning from it. Kill the house, kill 2 turrets. Then there's gonna be another house in the center that we're gonna kill on spawn. Then we're gonna go kill the planes after killing that house. And some of the plane explosions, if you do this well, are gonna kill enemies, which is really good. Use a rocket on those houses to get rid of the ground enemies that could fire at me. Then I'm gonna just use rockets here. I don't want to use too many, but if I get to this section with 1 or 0 rockets, it's still fine. Ideally I want to have 1 here so I can use 1. Ideally it would kill the shit. And I could kill these purple planes. Kill these purple planes to get their rockets is the most important thing here. Kill the purple planes, purple planes, purple planes. They're the #1 target. Everything there is just irrelevant. Kill the purple planes. You need to do this in order to get more rockets, more points, and be able to survive the stage. Here we got an extended section of no purple planes, which means no rockets, but you also don't need rockets here. There's gonna be more planes. After this plane section is gonna be the next purple plane section. If possible, I wanna kill a lot of these guys. You can also kill these missiles with your weapons. Now it's okay to be out of rockets because I'm gonna kill these purple planes and get more. I can even use rockets defensively here on these cannons because I'm gonna get more by killing the purple planes. I just need to kill the purple planes, okay? If I don't kill them, this is really hard. If I kill them, this is much more doable. So you know not how I'm doing it right now. This is so bad! Here, shit. Kill the purple planes, like that. This is some of the worst play I've ever done, holy shit. Okay, this is not how you do stage 3. You wanna kill the purple planes, and you wanna rocket significantly before you kill them, so the coast is clear. I was just behind on my rockets there. I didn't recover properly. It was a rough time.
Long live Cobra, the greatest!
Then I wanna pop rockets here in order to kill those guys before they kill me and get more rockets from them. Yeah, this credit is... It should have been dead, really. On Destro already, I think I was kinda lucky to pass him. Gotta have the credit feed the final boss, though. Again, you should watch someone else's fight on this. I recommend Chum since he's really good at this fight, but... I'm gonna do it anyway. See how badly it goes with credit feed. I don't know how to predict when those lasers are gonna be fired. If they fire at a bad time, I could just die. I'm not sure anyone knows how to fully make them safe. Gotta kill this orb here. I think the orbs firing electricity is connected to how long they stay alive, but I'm not sure. This is such shit play. He's gonna die. Then the second phase I'm even more sloppy on it than the first, so don't expect a miracle here. I already used a credit anyway, or continue, so this is not a legit run. He opens with these grenades. You wanna move away from these at the start, so you can keep firing at him. Then he fires the gun. And you can dodge the gun just by streaming it with small movements. That is not how you dodge that. Then dodging the gun. Can move away from that. Then he fires the gun. Except I cancelled the gunfire by making him groan. Which is actually bad. It would be better if he fired the gun and gave me more time to shoot him. That's not the proper way to stream that part, but I'm not good at this fight. There's a really hard part here, with him following with double attacks in short succession. Dodging that and then dodging the gun right after. Didn't quite get it. That would have been a 3.2k if I cleared, but I've never actually beaten the final boss on one life, so it was very unlikely to happen. Anyway, I think that's all I wanted to say about this game. But I think I'm gonna do one more credit because I'm not happy with the way these ones went. I'm just gonna do one more and not talk as much during it. Hey, not Snake Eyes! Snake Eyes is shit, fuck. I wanna play a good game, like good character like Duke. He's a real American hero, Snake Eyes is a bitch. He's probably a member of Cobra. Since he dresses in blue, why would you dress in blue if you were the Cobra member? Checkmate atheists. Maybe I'll take Etsu tomorrow. That's a good suggestion, but I think I'm too tired for today after these 2 streams to do it today. But might be later. Killing the tube kills the guys who are riding the tube. Then I want to kill the roadside cars here. The ones at the start of the stage don't give stuff, but these ones do. And we can kill the enemies whilst they are still in the far distance, before they're fully visible. Just by aiming more precisely.